Everything that you've learned about trade, money, supply and demand, inflation, banks, debt, budgets, investing, credit, it's all been a piece of the same thing. And that thing has been running every civilization that has ever existed. Every war that has ever been fought. Every empire that has ever risen, and every one of them that has ever collapsed. Nobody designed it. Nobody's in charge of it. It just runs all the time, everywhere, simultaneously. And it's got a name: the economy. When someone says the economy is doing well or it's doing badly, here's what they're actually describing. The economy is the entire system of producing, buying, selling, trading, saving, borrowing, and investing that happens constantly, everywhere, between every person and every business and every government on the planet, all at once, all at the same time, with nobody in charge of the whole thing. That last part, now that's worth sitting on. It starts with production. Someone has to make things. To make things, you need 3 ingredients economists have been calling the same thing for about 200 years: land, labor, and capital. The natural resources to work with, the people who do the work, the tools, and the equipment to do it. Every product that has ever existed came from some combination of those 3 things. Most of us are both producers and consumers at the same time. You earn money producing something for somebody else, and then you spend money consuming what someone else produced. You are simultaneously keeping the economy going and benefiting from it. And here's the insight that makes the whole thing make sense. Every dollar you spend becomes somebody else's income. That person spends it somewhere else, which becomes somebody else's income, which then gets spent again. The money keeps circulating through businesses, through workers, and households in a constant loop. So how do we actually measure whether the economy is doing well or badly? The main measurement is called gross domestic product, GDP, the total value of all goods and services produced in a country in a given year. Every burger sold, every car built, every app downloaded, added up into one number. When GDP is growing, the economy, it's expanding. And when GDP is shrinking, it's contracting. GDP per capita divides that total by the total number of people. So GDP divided by population. A country with a large GDP and 1.4 billion people is a very different place to live in than a country with a large GDP and 50 million people. Those numbers do not mean the same thing. Economists also track unemployment and inflation alongside of GDP. Together, those 3 numbers tell the story of where the economy actually is, which is a little bit different from what politicians say it is. And it's a little bit different from how it feels on any given Tuesday, too. The economy does not stay in one place. It moves up and down in a pattern that economists call the business cycle. Expansion is the good stretch. GDP is rising. Businesses are hiring. Unemployment, it's falling. It can last for years. At some point, it peaks, the high point before things start turning. Nobody announces that peak while it's happening, though. That's one of the most frustrating things about economics. Then, the contraction. GDP starts falling. Businesses start cutting back. Unemployment is rising. A contraction that lasts long enough is called a recession. A severe enough recession has a worse name. The Great Depression saw GDP collapse by nearly 30%. A decade of suffering because the contraction was so deep that nobody can restart it fast enough. But contractions end. The cycle bottoms out. Conditions start to improve, and expansion begins again. It has been repeating throughout the entire history of modern economics. It's either one of the most comforting or least comforting things about economics, all depending on where you are in the cycle that you currently find yourself. Here's what all of this adds up to: trade, money, supply and demand, inflation, banks, debt, budgets, investing, credit, all of those things. They're not abstract concepts. They're all the operating manual for the world that you actually live in. They are running right now, today, whether you solve them or not. But now you can. See you next time.